We are going to keep to table 1 now, just obviously you want to see the best match of the best people in Europe. But if Frozen is somehow on table 1, just obviously where they're currently placed now, we will skip and go to table 2. Everyone in table 1 and 2 is currently undefeated. So
yeah, table 1, 2, and 3. So it looks like we have 6 undefeated.
6 undefeated, yes.
So table 1, we've got Judge Jambo already there. We've got Dr. Zeiss and Gabo96. Table 2 has Mr. McYolo, who's on Rapid versus Theresian. Theresian on the Fenri Takumi Kazuchi. And then table 3 is Frozen and Dean26, who is on Magnamon X Antibody. And yeah, really interesting.
So we're going to see what they're currently playing.
These Magnamon decks are. They treat them all so differently.
So we are going into a more traditional style of gaogamon now with Dr. Zeus. And then with Gabo, we are going into what would be considered more of a standardized version of a purple hybrid. There are a few different variants currently in the top cut right now that are more flavorful, I'd say. But yeah, this is probably what you're expecting when you see a purple hybrid deck coming through. So if I can remember who is who, you can get this all sorted out fairly quickly.
Right. So
Gabo is the
Angemon, and then the Planet of the Apes.
Simpsons, which is a fantastic episode if you've never seen it.
And Dr. Seuss. Oh, you know what? Now
Dr.
it makes
Seuss.
sense with their name. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what?
Maybe it's Zeus, yeah.
Big fan.
Sorry, Gabo, we decided who we like now.
However, it is Mirage, so there's only so much of a fan I can be.
Yeah, we try our best here, but yeah, we like you more than the usual player who plays Mirage. God damn. Stay on the game.
This is an angle. This is definitely. It feels like a laptop camera, or how
I believe it is by the looks of it, yeah, because it's a scroll pad there. So
yeah, this is a super big diagonal. The lean, but blue men boost. Got a Siako in the. The Siako is an amazing tech for this format. Like, obviously it turns off trainings, but specifically against purple hybrid, you're stopping the hybrid reductions. You're stopping the hybrid reductions when they do all of this. Hey, evolve one of your other guys, kind of things.
So I think it's a really good tech choice. I have seen people wanting to put this into other things like the fish decks and the upcoming fish deck, Deep Savers, and a few other decks that are playing like Glows of the Ground Blue. But yeah, if you can fit like a couple of spaces, which you can generally in Mirage, I do think this is actually a fairly good choice. And if you are playing the fish variant, which this is, you are generally going to get to your level 5 and then get back on the field again.
It is really funny because everyone has different opinions on how many of the gaogamons are actually good. So seeing the rookie lineup, and there's nearly as many floodgates as there are gaomons, which is crazy. Like, really abusing the blue
there we
good
go.
stuff.
As we said, get to level 5, get the level 3 back out on the field, and she's back again. No, this is a very good card, especially as you've said into this matchup now. Possibly why Dr. Zeus may have just put this in there, thinking that hybrid would be a very common matchup today, and it's here now. But we do have the big blue fish ready to go. On the back of here, we're moving out the Ukamon, doing the search. Unfortunately, you can only grab yourself a Tamer or a Digimon, so I do believe that is the Matt is the only card to be grabbed. Putting back both, I think that was an Alt Art Miss Memory Booster as well as the Rivals on top.
Yeah.
Flicking over the egg now as that is the secondary effect of the Ukamon. And then, hitting that ace. But I mean, it's out of the way and it's in the trash, and that cannot come back for the blue player now. So Zeus is... No, he hasn't got his removal option. That's super simple, but at the same time, we are what we are. Do we go up into a Dusk now, maybe?
The problem is you wouldn't be able to keep turn thanks to Siako.
So they are going to go Dusk, I believe. Cost of 2. And then I think they're just going to sit on it, just having a body on the field. I don't feel like I like that, to be fair, as...
they wouldn't have actually been able to keep turn anyway, thinking about it. So if you turn the Huancun, it turns off Mirage for a turn. Because the Mirage no longer will be able to evolve over the Huancun, so by just turning it to not blue.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, keep it to offboard for a bit.
You know what? I didn't think of that. That's a very good idea. Yeah, it's now a green fish, and yeah, can't evolve. That's actually really good. So, yeah, that may have actually just been keeping them a little bit better off. And actually, this could be a good matchup into Mirage anyway, as Mirage does sort of sit on the level 5s more often than not. So, what can we see here going forwards? Again, Mirage is not active now, as it's possibly any other colour than blue fish. We are going to go for a memory boost, though. That is the trial memory boost at the back there that you could have got early last year. No, sorry, end of last year before
with the
the
demo
finals.
decks.
I wish they were foil. I just wish they were nice, but I wish they were foil.
I don't even hate them being foil. Not foil. I hate the starter deck ones not being foil though.
That makes no sense to me either. Same instance. I think these not being foil is weird, and I think the Star Dex ones not being foil is also very weird. But that's a choice, and I'm okay with it, I suppose. Going back now over there, paying for 3, going back to 2 on the side of Gabo. Gabo now can go into a Volga if it's in trash, but which we can currently say it's not in trash. But they can actually just digi over it as well as a normal costing if they have it in hand, which they seem to have. There we go. So cost of 1, draw for Digivolving, and then let's make some different things, some different colours.
Yeah, it's only going to be mill 1 because obviously the Dustmon has faded now.
Yeah, so unfortunately it's just 2 blues in the field. So, but then again, being a little bit bigger is always nice too.
There's no blue 6s that we really need to care about here. The only thing is you can't pop the Velga, which is a bit sad. Like, unless you go Duskmon here.
He is.
1, yeah, slide Evo back, turn the Huancan purple, and then you swing, turn into Velga. Okay, we do have the Velga trash. There we go. Swing, turn into Velga.
Mill 2, very good.
Wait, Velga costs 1.
On the swing, it should do, right? No, is it Digivolve for reduced cost by 1?
You can't reduce the cost.
Oh no, then. So yeah, it's still doesn't cost you 1 then. And then they both explode.
Did he pay the cost for it?
I don't think he did.
Did you pay the cost for the Velga Evo? Because you have Siako, he has to pay for it.
There you go. Still turn though, so it's not like you've lost a turn and you can do anything else. But yeah, it's good to keep up obviously your costagings and your lack of cheapness. Both things removed from the field though. Yeah,
really well done. Obviously, I mean, spending 1 to clear 2 bodies is still good enough.
That's very cheap. That's very good efficiency there. We do have a very big staircase stack though now in terms of just level 4 hybrids in this one card. Do you want to
wearing a Simpsons hoodie as well? Dr. Zeus is kind of swag with it.
It's vibing. So yeah, what's the real plan here? I suppose pop everything right, bring 2 things back. No, I don't hate it either because you get both Velgas back into the trash. You then get access to both of the Dusks as well if you want to, and then you can play out another Tamer again, or play out 2 Tamers because both inherited effects of the Dusks.
Oh wait, we have to fully resolve this properly.
No, you do. What's going on here? Alright, so everything goes to trash.
Put them to trash. Duskmon plays out the Koichi first, I think.
And also gain the memory. Don't forget the memory.
Yes, we're going to gain the memory. The Koichi first off the Velga.
No, he's doing the... Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we're resolving this first because it's interruptive. So we don't get the draw 1 off of the Koichi.
Oh, what's going on?
So I think they're just making sure... Where's Jambo?
Yeah, because you have to resolve it in the correct order, otherwise you miss timing.
Yeah.
So the others are interrupted, if I remember correctly. So you have to go pop, put them into the trash, do their effects, then put the cards to hand. I think he put the Dustmon to hand first.
Yeah. That's what we should make sure we get that correct. So yeah, they're just reversing the game state. It's a good thing he kept the full stack separate.
It is, yeah.
Obviously, we've got Twitch anyway to be able to.
Twitch, we've got YouTube. You need to rewind it. We got it here, so yeah, it's not so much an issue in this case, but it's just good to obviously have actual people be able to.
And I know Jambo has the stream muted, unmuted because I didn't even finish. The judge call didn't even come in yet, and I did not finish typing.
I think he's sat in my YouTube at the moment, so he's just there like glaring at the screen, going, "Wait, it's my job now." So yes, you have to resolve in the right order. So you have to pop everything, do the effects, then get your cards back because if they're removed from the trash, I don't think they can resolve anymore because they're no longer in the trash. I think that is the way it works.
Yeah, so you have to just make sure you don't pick up that Velga. You can pick up the Velga that was in the stack. You just have to make sure that it is very clear that you're picking up the Velga that was in the stack and not the Velga that was deleted off the calling.
Yeah, don't do the top one, you got to do the middle one.
Yeah, which benefits to committing 2 of those birds to the same kind of
It's fantastic.
line.
You've got out the Koji again. Koji comes back onto the field, or you should do when you finish doing the revolution. And then you can just you bring back the 2 dusks to hand, and then you've got your setup then for the following turns. So it's really good. I'm pondering what happened to the tamer.
Oh, Duskmon is on deletion. I'm thinking
okay.
the Loemon is the when this would leave play, play out a tamer. The Duskmon is an on deletion effect. So by taking the Duskmon out with the calling, he doesn't get the free play Koichi.
Oh, okay. I thought we would cast the same sort of deletion effect, but maybe it's not then.
Well, no, because on deletions have to resolve from trash. So by taking the card out of trash, it's no longer in the stack.
But that's what I was saying before. Because you grabbed the dusks early, I think it just stopped them from resolving. So
yeah,
that was the issue, I think.
Good stuff from Jambo there, making sure that we.
Is that 2 Gazzies on the field too?
That is 2 Gazzies. Funny enough, by there being 2, it means that we actually can't get any of the memory back, even from committing the Zudo. We do get to bounce the swaggier one.
The posh one, yeah. You get the posh one back in there. Beautiful card. If you can pick these up, if you ever want to play purple, please do. They will eventually disappear and become stupid money, but they are lovely cards. Going up into... Is that the Christmas one now? The Christmas Gabu one? God damn. Blinging out this deck. And then we're going for...
Ooh,
is that,
Slinger, yeah.
Say
really
that's Slinger into level 5, right? We've got the trash for it. We got 10 cards. That's going to be a level 5 or lower. And I believe we have 10 cards in trash.
Oh, we're playing some muddy Digimon. I love muddy Digimon.
We were shoot from the hip here, everyone. Alright then, what's the plan now? We are a little bit stuck. Maybe if you got it in hand, play out a tamer just to try and keep pressure for next turn.
What if I ran up and put a floodgate and you ran up and put a floodgate and we stared at each other and called it the neutral?
That sounds like the plan. But now I got 2 floodgates. What's your plan? You go for a third?
It's funny that it's memory blockers on both sides as well.
It's the most generic one, I think. It's generally quite good. Even though Memory Boost has become less common in terms of played in decks, things like the Animal deck does get a lot of regain from memory and draw power. So I can see why people are still using this as like the main floodgate.
Pushes up, and there it is, Madoki, stealing a memory back. Yeah, the boosts are starting to see a little bit more play because as much as trainings find tamers, a lot of these hybrids, you can't training your first hybrid Evo. So boosting to be able to play a tamer or boosting to be able to do the Evo without passing turn is more important than training.
It is.
So that's why the memory blockers are starting to come back in a little bit more.
Also, for the fun thing for Purple itself, having a missed memory boost, being they trash 2 then draw 1 is also really cool. Especially if you are hitting the good stuff.
Slinger.
Trash Slinger again in memory. Trash a Rivals, get set to the back there so you can pick up something you need at a later turn. I think they're... And obviously putting the things you want in the trash as well. Very good card. And obviously any deck that wants to do any milling is going to be enjoying that card for the near future.
Yeah. Getting... spending 4 to evolve a Gabumon into a Jaeger Loemon. But it does pop the mem set... the mem blocker. And it sets you up to actually be able to play the game next turn. Still got 2 memory blockers, so it should be pretty difficult in this position to make a Mirage from here.
So
and the worst bit is because it's blue removal, it's bounce. Like, when these cards are getting deleted in this matchup, they're gone for the Mirage player. Whereas, if you just keep bouncing the Gazis back, guess who's passing turn with a Gazi each turn?
Yeah. That's the thing. Blue removal is very good if it's very efficient. Unfortunately, for people like Floodgates or Purple that kind of want things in hand or in trash, removal is very hard to do.
Yeah, that said, one Madoki disappeared, and a second Madoki shows up straight after, so... Alright, we're gonna not pick up a Tamer with this, as we have all learned. That doesn't pick up Tamers, it adds back...
a hybrid
Digimon.
Or 10 warriors to hand only. Not that mentions it, just specifically with the traits. Can we find it? No.
Alright, so, oh, and it's not adding back.
Okay. Hold on. Did they just play a tamer out?
Yeah, with the because it still reduced the cost of tamer
By 1, yeah.
4.
So by 4, so you cost 0.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
that's
it
pretty good.
costs
Yeah,
0. The only time you're ever going to pay for a tamer is if you're playing for like the Takuyukoji.
yeah, that makes sense. And to be fair, I think all the good hybrids are currently in the trash, so you're going to keep them there anyway.
Yeah, because it's purple hybrid, it does, especially with like the Kaiser on board. You can kind of see how they would kind of go for a couple of things. So we're going to go into the gaogamon without paying the cost thanks to the training. We'll bounce again the drippy
The
Gazimon
cool
back to
Gazimon,
head.
yeah. Just jealous that you can't have a shiny Maduki Betamon for less than like 25 quid.
But then, yeah, we still got one more Gazi. That's the thing.
Yeah, so don't get any memory, I'm afraid.
If he's got the one of, then we can start cooking. But we have a Huankun instead.
Puts out the
Huankun.
Gazi. Sorry, puts out the Gao to draw another card, I think it is. Both players draw.
Yeah, both players draw one, which I don't think anyone's really going to be complaining about that. But again, still getting to keep turn. And the problem is we're stuck on this Huankun again. This seems like we're going to see the loop every time where it's the Velga or the Dusk turns...
Something different colour, in this case the
Yeah.
Huankun.
Just turn Huankun purple, and then you can always pop your lowest play cost. So you turn Huankun purple here, and then Velga will pop
Madoke.
the entire board, because it pops all of your opponent's lowest play cost. Unless I'm tripping. Yeah, delete all of your opponent's Digimon of the lowest level, yeah. So you turn
all fives go.
You full board clear here.
It's really good.
I mean, you also could just win the game. There's enough things to swing.
I think there's a winning chance here, to be fair. Just turn that into a Duskmon. Do whatever you want to do anyway, just in case you couldn't win. And then, yeah, but I think it's best to swing with the Digimon in case there's any removal as well. Can't block it anyway. Or you phrase it. You can block if you want to, but it has retaliation. But I don't think there's any blockers currently on the board.
No, that's not the blocking Huankun.
And then, yep, go into there. That's fine. I think you're 6k into 5k, so you survive either way.
Oh, even more. The new Beast Spirits are 7k. They're massive. And then the Dustmon, turn the Huankun purple, turn into Velga.
Do a swing. You can.
I actually like this because it means that if Hammer Spark pops out of security, the
Yeah,
Gazi...
or Ice Wall.
Yeah.
So yeah, any way to just keep basically your opponent from cinching a win.
Take the last.
There you
Both going to mill 2. And then anything. Okay, so we don't get to full board clear here because it does on delete rather than end of attack. But I mean, gonna add a guy back. Gonna add a map back.
And then
Gonna
just
add a guy
swing with that
back,
Gazi, right?
And then swing with the Gazi.
There we go. Very good. Gabo, did you get this cinched away? I don't know if Dr. Zayas just obviously couldn't really get to his level 4s, and obviously Gazi for Gazi for Gazi for Gazi is just a very efficient sort of turn skip, to be fair.
Yeah, it's really funny. Like, I was kind of alluding to how many floodgates were in this Dr. Zayas list, but really it was the same 2 guys. Just like the Mario and Luigi bros, kind of just sitting there, high-fiving.
I'm Gazimon. I'm the cool Gazimon.
Yeah, still pretty decent use of floodgates. Honestly, yeah, I mean, it was just understanding the matchup to a T. This actually does look legitimately difficult.
So what you're going to do, really, if your opponent's just putting 2 floodgates down, you can only really remove 1 per turn, and then back to their turn.
Yeah.
And then you just go, oh, you know what? Because you gave me this floodgate back, I'm just going to play it again. Like, what can they do? The answer is not a lot, really. So, yeah, first game over to Gabo, looking really good, as showing you really the power of just the engine of Purple Hybrid as opposed to the Merva top end that we do see a lot of normally, being the game closer. And then Dr. Zayas obviously been a little bit stuck there on the fish. The fish is still a very good card, but as KT has explained, if that fish is not blue, you can't digivolve over that fish.
Yeah, it's a really clever way of kind of like locking things out.
Is BT11 also just colour, and it doesn't say Mech Galga 2?
Yeah, no, Mirage has always been generic. It's never had to evolve of a name because Mirage, like the gaogamon line, has never gone off of mono blue, so they've never had to like future-proof protect it.
Although it's in black first. No, it's blue then black, then back to blue again. But yeah, that's the thing with these older cards. Obviously, they're not pinching names and not jumping just from one to the other. It is a case of if you're not blue, I can't digivolve on you, and unfortunately, that fish is now green. But yeah, I mean that's a very cool tech choice. I do think a lot of people did kind of think about other choices, just making everything as many colours as possible. But sometimes it's a case of making one thing just any other colour possible. All right then, did we just have a weird shuffle then? Because that felt like it took like 4 minutes.
It was I think, well, we had mulligan.
Fair enough.
Because we saw a pile shuffle into a couple of mashes and then pick the opening 5. And then, because
yes.
technically in terms of mulligan rules, you mulligan based on who's going first or second. So even though they were done shuffling first, they had to wait for their opponent to commit to one or the other.
All right, we've got the floodgate back again in the back there. Good old Madoke. We're going to throw down a in training, passing 2 memory over. Ooh, do we want the level 4 or do we want the level 6 is the question here. Oh, we're going for level 4. Okay, then. I'm going to say this now. I think it's probably best if they keep the level 5 in raising until they can get themselves to level 4 this turn. Just because, obviously, as they've been seeing, that Duskmon is very pesky at stopping you from playing the game.
Yeah, pitching off arrivals, it's basically dead in hand. I mean, obviously, yes, it will kill a... Oh, yeah, there is a black mat gaogamon.
There is. It's from BT5?
Yeah, there is also a black... gaogamon. Okay, yeah, but those cards are trash.
They are trash.
They've never printed any good cards.
It was good in Machine for a small time.
Yeah, they've never printed any good cards that have been...
there's no level 3 black Gaomon, and there's no black Mirage Gaomon. That could be cool, though.
Yeah, I think if they did something like that with like the What If set would be how we start getting Evo on name, but...
So, what does this one do? Well, he's black, so instead of bouncing you, he just de-digivolves you.
Yeah, and I think his inherits like Reboot or something, right?
Yeah. Reboot inheritable, and then for every...
Ooh, you hate to see it.
You do. Oh.
Ooh, I love when my 1k Digimon makes it back to me.
You just wanted to clear the board for the following turn. Unfortunately, not going to happen here. They are now set up with 2 memory boosts, as well as a in training, though. So there's a good chance they'll be going from level 3 to level 6 this turn.
This might just be straight OTK.
It might be. We're going straight up now into the Gao that we just saw there. Everyone gets to draw a card because we're all friends. Sorry, that goes back to handing. Still counts, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, no draw one, trash one there.
No draw, trash one there. Going straight now up into probably the fish for a cost of 1 instead. Well, sorry, gain 2 back and then going for... Yep. Go back to 0. We are now the fish. Fish can now pop out the Madoke. Hey, hello, old friend. And then we get to pop the other one again if we wish to go into Mirage. And
I actually don't even know if you needed...
Oh, no, we got a Hexa.
Okay, yes, then you absolutely needed to boost.
There you go then. So now we're going to sit at 1 on the opponent's turn. A little bit choked here. Not very much they can do.
Koichi as well, because there's no guys on board. Wow, what an adjustment.
That just flipped itself. We do have...
All of that off of... Okay, so you could argue that the second boost didn't need to happen because you would get the thing, and it does bait out the second Rivals Barrage. You know what? I now don't disagree with deleting the first one because...
Yeah.
Now they've cracked both boosts and the mental training.
Averagely, they run 4 and 2, so there's a good chance here they're only running 2 more of the in trainings, and then they could be in security and they could come too late, or they could just be somewhere at the bottom of the deck. If you can sort of run this deck into the ground scratch you can, or start getting some mills going, this could be very interesting for the... No! 2 fishies!
That's... You know what? You looped double Ghazi on me last turn. I'm going to loop double Ghazi on you this turn. Yeah. That's OD.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool when you did it.
We're missing the Koichi.
We are missing the Koichi. We're missing any tamer, to be fair. But yes, it's quite fun to see when your opponent does just... you know what? I really liked that last game. Let me run it back for you.
I was like, man, that strategy was great. Let me try that.
Yeah, give it a try. Oh, you don't like it when I do it? Oh, okay.
This is how it feels.
We do have the Gaomon, though, sitting in the back there looking very sad and lonely because it's a Gaomon and he's basically the only one that we like. Thomas, though, sitting there ready to go, ready to get some bursts going.
Okay, the first Gazimon goes in and the Slinger kills the other one.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, hit the standing one.
There you go, going through another Thomas down, get a draw.
Yeah, unfortunately, though, won't be able to... If that was a Gao... I can't remember if Thomas's Gaomon or gaogamon. I think it's Gao in names.
Yeah,
If
Gao in
that was
name,
a
yeah.
Gaomon, you'd be able to suspend the BT3 or BT4 Thomas to unsuspend it and keep it safe, which is quite funny.
Yeah, as long as it's got Gao in its name somewhere, it can unsuspend it. Obviously, Gaomon is a Gaomon, so yeah.
Yeah, which is quite
Double
funny.
swing. Well, I mean, I suppose you could do it if, early on if you had jamming, right? You just want to do double swings.
Rookies that throw hands.
I mean, he's wearing boxing gloves, or what's that, Taekwondo gloves?
I think he's a boxer.
We do have access now to the Dustmon. Do we have a Volga, though, in trash, so we can get some cheeky plays going here?
Yeah, I was gonna say you swing over the Madoki, but it doesn't really matter.
No, could you pop it anyway, right at the end of swing, and then just put it back into your hand?
Yeah, and then you can finally boost as well.
And if you got a
The
Tamer,
Dustmon can play the Koichi from trash as well.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just try and get some more board presence. You're in a deck that doesn't necessarily care about your opponent having, a
The only
Tamer.
thing that would be miserable is if we hit something like a Full Moon Meteor Impact.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah, well,
It's
he
gonna
can't
happen
send it purple unless he does the full Char slide like we saw last time. Dustmon, Velgamon. But if he's got that, then cool.
Yeah, so I see the one Volgam, I believe, in the. There we go. There's one.
It's
He's going for the swing. Did you roll for 3?
so just mill one.
Then mill 1. Oh, it was a good mill though. Get rid of
Mirage.
that Mirage, yeah.
And then this is 7k.
Into security. Go on. Do it.
One trash one.
Do it.
Check. Coroni.
It survives. So we can do end of turn now. Do we do the loop?
Blow himself up to take out the Madoki. The QP is going to give us a memory by pitching 1. So this is going to be a lot of trash acceleration. We've already used the Gabumon draw 1 trash 1, so now we can pitch for the QP and then
Was that Mr. Tamer ourselves there?
yeah, and then we get to play the
2 Volgas are in the trash
Koichi
now.
out
There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good.
the Dustmon draw 1 trash 1. Yeah, really solid. This game's momentum was pretty much decided on that check. Like if it died in security, then I think the game was just straight up over right there and then, and we'd be going to a game 3. But this
Okay.
okay.
You didn't expect to
It's
see
not
a random blue on the field, but okay.
This is the second purple hybrid that we've seen that has a Louis in their list. So maybe it's just becoming more and more of like, if you're on that more rookie lineup that we kind of alluded to.
Makes sense. If you've run like 14, 15 rookies, and you've got the memory for it, you want to get them out.
Especially if one of them is an Ukomon.
Yeah.
So that was really memory efficient. And by staying in the back, they're going to make it so...
There is a small issue here, obviously, that they will quite easily go up and down into Mirage again or Hex if they really want to, and that's the problem.
Yeah, they can make Hexa thanks to the boost. And we're going to gain 1 from the Ukomon, once again being bounced
The hand
back.
is very full, by the looks of it, so yeah. I think it's 8 cards in hand.
Sichuremon had a bounce on it. Oh, it's there's a BT19 one.
Yeah, the new one.
This whole time I was looking at it as
The X6 one. No, not the draw one. There you go. Gal's out there. Everyone draw a card. Woo!
Yeah, this is big.
Yeah, and then if you got the Mirage in hand, which you might do, you then go off into it, and now it's 0 cost. It's a 2 cost to go off into it to status and turn. And then if you've got the burst in hand, you've got 2 Thomases to play with behind you. So this could
Finally,
be
the first Mirage.
There you go. So 1 card to hand from security, gain back the memory. I thought there's 9.
Cards gets to 2.
There you go. That's it then. Now you just play the game of swing and loop. Fun fact though is if you have the Thomas in hand, Thomas on board, do use that one's effect to unsuspend first before putting back the source. In this case, the Gaomon, because there will be times where you'll hit security, be funny, put it back in and suspend, and then die.
Yeah, I mean it happens with both. The reason to do it in that particular way is if you swing, use the Thomas. It looks like we're gonna go
Straight into Mirage, burst mode, yeah.
Burst mode.
There you go.
This
No
keeps you
falling.
safe from nothing, actually.
No, yeah.
It makes it slightly harder for you to be safe from Slinger.
Yeah, that's about it. Slinger's the only thing that's really going to catch you off guard here, because if it's a rivals, we know both are in trash now, though. Yeah, you ain't going to be too worried about that then. But you are bigger.
True. You're not really super scared of rivals.
I suppose
You
the only
hit
thing
Matt.
is maybe a Defex could be in there that you're
Oh
worried about.
no.
On play.
Oh no, Matt adds a card back to hand.
Wow, you didn't want to play the game, did you? Get some memory?
Ooh,
Rivals, though.
wait. You know what? Maybe Matt's goaded. Unsuspend off the Thomas, so we're not hand looping yet.
They need to
Actually, no, now
swing
we're gonna hand
2
loop.
more times, right? So after this, they got 3 more checks or 2 more checks? 2 more checks, right?
I think so.
Check in hand. We're currently going to sit at 11 cards. Okay.
Take 1, 2, 3, 4 to the bottom.
Put only 3 cards at the bottom.
Oh,
There you go. Ooh, yeah.
that's big.
It's pretty big.
That's big.
Although I think he's got 7 cards in hand now, right? So
Yeah, I thought it was loop you down to 8, but
I thought it'd be down to it as well. Maybe I'm confused. Maybe I'm getting old in my actual old age.
I'll be honest. Most of the time, I die before I really. Like, as soon as it goes in, I start looking for the cutscene skip button.
Yeah, there you go. So Digivolve up there. Draw a cut. What? Hold on. What's going on here? Hold on,
Yeah, until they have 8 left.
Yeah, so he should have only put 3 back to the bottom.
Unless
Okay,
he stacks 2 of them accidentally.
maybe. So we had 12. Draw. Hold on. Where's everyone drawing cards for?
Gaogamon makes both of them draw a card.
He drew a card before, I think, when he showed the gaogamon, and then took it away and then put it down again. So he would have an extra 2 cards in hand, so he should have 9 cards in hand now if that's the case. No, maybe.
Yeah, that's 9.
There you go. So we're doing some weird gymnastics over here.
I think we were fixing the bot decking. Either
Maybe.
way, there's a Gazimon. So yeah, this time, wow, the Hexablow was massive there.
It really was.
Obviously didn't stick around, but yeah, as badly as things could have gone. Unfortunate that the Jack raid, whilst it did show up, wasn't enough to kind of dissuade the finish. But really good stuff for our Mirage player, Dr. Zeus, taking
Zeus,
us
yeah,
to
showing us-
game
That's
3.
it. Just that's what you want to see. You want to see back and forward. You want to see both guys really have a go at this game and try and get themselves into a winning position. And obviously, then whoever's the best of the best will win the game 3. I'm not too sure if they bricked at the start of the turn for Mr. Dr. Zeus over here. Obviously, brought it back towards the end, but it did seem very sort of strange and a bit slower on the case of Gabbo though this time. Maybe they little judge call at the start of game 1 may or may not have shook them up a little bit. So I think when you get caught off guard a little bit, it does kind of catch you back a bit. But yeah,
I
you
mean,
should.
both these decks can be so fast. Pretty belligerent as well.
I mean, we just saw that then. No checks are taken. All of a sudden, one's back to hand, and then that's it. You've lost 5 cards. Mirage, not only the best aggro deck in the game, also the best control deck in the game. There is some jokes there before someone says anything. Studio, who was your round 1 opponent?
Yeah, my round 1 is
It's kicking ass. Which one? The one that's kicking ass. Oh, okay, thank you. But now, as you can see here, again, just getting ready to start game 3. We currently have, on the old timer, 20 minutes essentially, and then overtime itself. So we are doing fairly well for the day and this round. We should get a full game out of these two now. Hopefully we do see a bit more backwards forwards in what both the purple hybrid engine can do, as well as the controllingness of blue Mirage. Because black Mirage doesn't count. There we go. So we're doing the Bukamon?
It does kind of look like it.
Is that like the BT7 Bukamon that puts like a level 4?
No, it looks like a once per turn. So. Oh yeah, the BT7 Bukamon. Yes, it's because they're on the fish stuff, so it helps you squeeze in extra memory out when you play out with the Huankun.
That makes sense. And then we have another memory was going down. I'm not sure if this is a case of they just wanted to spend free memory to try and get to 2, if they actually had a more of a game plan on hand. But we do see that the Yukamon's come out here, and we are going to be putting away 2 Tamers to the bottom of that deck. That doesn't sound good. Then swinging with Yukamon. We hit a... I'm not sure what that is. A bit of a glare on the screen. Is that the level 5 fish?
Yes, that is the blocker unredirectable one. The redirect, the like.
The
Actually,
new one,
no,
right?
versus Merva, it might matter. might matter a little bit.
Yeah, because they can't block you and they can't retaliate you then. So it makes sense. I mean, unredirectable is just a very good tech into purple at the moment, to be fair. Both Lord Nightmon with its, goad, as well as a few other decks. But currently set up in security, we do have... Sorry, in trash, we do have, I believe, a Volga already. Possibly even a Dusk. And then we also have the poor little Ukamon that got taken out so soon. Okay, we're going to try and play out the big boy now, are we, maybe? Take back the Volga to hand. And then, no, don't take anything back and just play out the Koichi for a reduced cost by 1. It's pretty good, really. You're going to spend 2, play out a 3 costing Tamer. It makes sense if you're going to like just choke memory. You've got 5 cards in hand as well. Keep that hand count low if you can. And now we're just trying to figure out what can we do with free memory, technically. We can go up into level 5. You can't really go into level 6 though and keep turn, that's the problem.
Well, we still get to go to the boost, so I mean, to be fair, I don't think he really cares necessarily about keeping turn all that much.
I mean, Hex is probably the one you want to use instead, though, if that's the case, because obviously you can't swing on the following turn because you got less sources.
Oh, just cracking the boost and choking to 1?
It's a 4 cost.
Actually, no, I'm not as much of a hater.
Oh, okay. No, that's not so bad.
Big. He's a gamer. What an absolute gamer.
I mean, what's the plan here? Do you have a... Okay.
What a gamer.
Those go to... Oh, we get to put that on the back there. It's not so bad. Rovels back.
Yeah, we get to go to 3.
There we go, it's not bad. And then we grab ourselves a... something else. But Ukamon, unfortunately, is now in the trash, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, it can be a bit of a detriment if you are stuck at a low amount of memory you want to keep turn.
I mean, at the end of the day, missing rookies is kind of obviously unfortunate, but when you're on hybrids, those are your rookies.
I mean, you've got 2 rookies currently technically on the in the playing field here with 2 of the BT7 Koichis.
I was going to say they can't be interacted with, but as we've seen, Hexablow absolutely can turn those interactable.
Yeah. Interactable and get off. Go back. Enough of you.
Final game of round 5.
Oh,
and we got the Otamamon in the back, so we can't do reduced play costs for the Return of the Ancients, if that's the plan. And down comes the memory blocker. This is that kind of thing I was talking about.
Yeah, that's it. Unfortunately, it's very effective against both decks, and it's annoying as hell for both decks to play into a round. Obviously, in the case of Gabo, you do have to basically try and play your engine out first to be able to get rid of everything on the field and survive that swing. But I suppose if they do somehow have a way to go into the... Which they don't. No, they can get 2 memory back from the Mr. Memory Boost. Go to 3. Digivolve up into Dusk. Swing. Go into Volga. Change that to a green. Level 5. And then, if they survive the swing, burn off those 2 rookies. So maybe. I mean, that's probably the play, right? If they have it in hand.
Yeah.
And then obviously and then when you explode... Oh, no, you can't get memory key because of the Madoki. Don't listen to me. I was too far ahead of myself.
I think you do have to do something like commit the Jaeger Loemon to pop one of the Madokis and hope they don't have it. It'll also prevent you from taking security burn damage, but you'll lose a Koichi in the process is the problem. It's just committing another boost. It's rough.
You got to do something, unfortunately. Yeah, going down for it, and that's kind of the problem. Sometimes you are just stuck in your own sort of infinite loop of just I can't push forwards anymore.
It's really rough. And now, yeah, we've got memory setter. We've got 2 floodgates.
8 cards in hand as well.
Yep. Ooh, make that 9.
Well, there you go then.
Getting the memory back off the Gaomon. Gain 2 off the Inherits. Delicioso. Okay, are we still missing Mirage? There ain't no way. Surely. There ain't no way we're still missing Mirage.
That's crazy, yo.
We've drawn so many cards. He actually is lost on where. So, I get the idea. You swing with the Huanken, you suck up the Gaogamon, you get the jamming.
You can't suck up the gaogamon. That's the problem. Got to be a level 4, level 6.
The Huanken can.
There we go. We do find
The Huanken can suck up any blue Digimon. It just only spits out a blue 3.
Oh no, I mean I think it's only inheritable, right? It doesn't do it on actual swing.
Oh shoot, yeah, you're right.
That's what.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
it's any blue Digimon you can suck up. It's just it has to be inheritable.
Yeah,
That's why it's just so good in
I'm
this deck. Yeah.
actually not sure why why we took so long to make the Mirage then.
How much memory do I have? How much memory can I gain? Can I play Mirage? Yes. You can always play Mirage.
What do I lose from swinging? And the answer is probably everything. So
Yeah. Just your dignity. It's fine.
keep numbers small until there's a Matt Ishida on board. There is no reason to. I mean, in theory, you could crack the rivals to play Matt grab back rivals.
You could do, yeah. Obviously, it's a lose the rivals, cost 4, go to 3 in your opponent's turn. I mean, at this point though, it's a turn too late. They should do it last turn.
They're on Mem Setter, which is the thing. We are going to try and push up. Obviously, you're not going to gain anything.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, we just don't gain anything.
Nope, don't get
We're
anything
trying
from
to
this.
Bait, I don't know.
No, just
I mean, we
swing it.
baited Agito, so.
I mean,
We added cards to hand.
no.
No.
This isn't how it's meant to supposed to be.
No. I hate taxes.
Who'd have thought the best memory system in the world is also the worst memory system in the world? Taxes? Never heard of them.
Alrighty.
Oh, Jesus Christ. 2 Mirage Gaogamons.
That's 13. Unlucky for some, unlucky for many.
I'll just gain a lot of memory though, right?
And a Gabumon going towards security, it has cost what, like
Everything.
12 memory?
Oh, God.
That is unfortunate.
It's cost you everything, sir.
Down comes the Koichi. In goes the Otamamon. A Jack Raid will do nothing, and we'll have the memory blocker finish things out.
There we go.
So, Mirage does what it does best, and folding purple in half.
Yeah, Zeus came back out here, showed out the way, and the way was to die with no dignity. So, no, it was pretty good, though. The first game was obviously more back and forwards. Second game was obviously a bit slow between both players, but unfortunately for Gabo, they did sort of run out of steam in that third game.
Yeah, really sick. Obviously, built demonically. Like, the amount of floodgates in that list, incredible. So it's going to be a 2-1 for...
Yeah, I've just checked up to Zeus's
yes.
list. God damn, that is a lot of floodgates.
A lot of floodgates.
And to be fair, no, they're not doing that tech, are they? No, it's just the free on the side of Gabo in comparison, though. I mean, it's not so bad. But they are running the Gabumon rather than the Psychmon, to be fair. So, I mean, you know.
Yeah, the
Pick your poison.
Gabumon is just a memory extension. The idea behind it is like a Gabumon, like start of main gains you 1, and then you hit security gain 1. It allows you to be really cute with a lot of your lines where you do just push memory out, because it also kind of makes every Digimon stack feel like a Koichi, because obviously when you're popping your BT7 Koichi, you're gaining that memory back.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're having to go on an inefficient line where you have to go over the Tamer, then you still get to go from that and kind of squeeze out extra actions. The whole point is to, I guess, like line up your Tamers like ducklings and kind of just send them in one after the other.